Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Chicago Bears. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Dallas Cowboys. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. On first down, it's Lindsay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the defense for Dallas.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Here we go. 56 to Mike. Check 56. Check back. Check back. Mike 56. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Middle. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Zerline's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
What we got?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Get ready. Hey, Foxtrot. 58, Mike. Silver. Alert. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You're trapped. I got it.
Allen now on first down. They're going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's where you belong.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers fights loose. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Give him 6 there, but now it's third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Check. Crunch.
A toss play to Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Bring it. Hey, Delta. 58, Mike. Man, I got you. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58, come on. 58. Hey. Extra smooth. 58, come on. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Here we go.
To throw again. Allen. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Here we go.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the back. Backfield. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
358. 3 bucks.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers going underneath. He's got Hockenson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Rodgers. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Rodgers to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Green 18. Here we go. Single. That's single slot. Green 18.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
That's it, baby. We're going to run.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Miles Jack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out right at the 35. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run the counter. It's Lindsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, over. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. Boy. 58, Mike. Hey.
To the air, Allen. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Strip that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
58, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
On second down. It's Lindsey, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Allen on third. And Ingram holds it in. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
58 to Mike.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Back now in Arlington. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Allen taking it himself, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
And stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go.
Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Barnett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And the kick by Rosas is good. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, every day, any day. Check the backer. Alert!
Now a carry for Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this third step.
We got it! Mike 56. Watch the screen. Here we go.
On third down, here's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.